Just getting started here in a second. It looks like captions are coming through, even if they're not accurate. That's cool. All right. Pac-Land Pro, 3, 2, 1, go. Do I reset? Maybe I reset. Let's reset. We'll say that was a warm-up. Just give it a second to show the high scores there. And there are no high scores. Let's just go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see if we can get a clean first trip here. Well, that's not going to be a clean first trip. You certainly can die on one. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. I can't believe I did that. All right. So let's focus here. 3, 2, 1, go. Generally speaking, if you just run straight, you're fine for round 1. I don't think that's 100% though. I think sometimes you have to hit the brakes here, but there I think I had to jump. Better to jump and not actually hit the brakes, but sometimes it's hard to judge like where you actually need to be. If it's really possible to do it with a jump. So, just if in doubt, I hit the brakes. It's better to hit the brakes for a second. Yeah. Right. No, we're gonna get a good first trip here. I'm not gonna put up with that. 3, 2, 1, go. I am trying to bring the record down here, so I want to get off to a good start. Had a few runs that have gotten close, but just gotta keep at it. I think if I do a few attempts today, though, I'll get it. Right. There's the hardest level in the game down. Apparently. Round 2 is actually, like, way harder than it needs to be. Generally, I want to try and go over the UFOs under the pogos. Hey, Brachule. Thanks for hanging out. Hope the job stuff's not going too bad. Yeah, so, so Pac-Land is this really old arcade platformer that, predates Super Mario Brothers, and then this is a port of it, but this is the Pac-Land Pro difficulty that they added in the port. And it's sort of like Kaizo Pac-Land, and the best way I can describe it is, especially once you get to the later levels, it's sort of like trying to play a Kaizo hack, but your controls are like Donkey Kong from the 80s. So, it's a challenge. It's fun stuff. I'm actually doing a run that 6 months ago we thought was like humanly impossible, till I found a route that semi-consistently works. But yeah, I'm gonna be running this for Big Bad Game-a-thon, because yeah, it's that kind of game. I mean, I do have world record in this, because I'm the only person who runs it. And, that's the best kind of world record. World record by default. But yeah, these are the easy levels. It's when you get into the 20s and 30s that the real fun starts. But you do get infinite continues, so that helps. Apparently a gold split, alright. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually, this game is based on the Pac-Man cartoon. So, like, the music and everything is all, like, based on Hanna-Barbera stuff. So, I think this might be the first example of a game based on a TV show based on a game. Because Pac-Land based on the Pac-Man cartoon, based on, you know, Pac-Man the video game. Sometimes round 10 just kind of gets you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I say that about a lot of levels in this, actually. Yeah, yeah. So, like, Pac-Man's red hat, that's from the cartoon. He wears a red hat in the cartoon for some reason. Okay, I should be able to get through round 12, and then after that I might have to take a tactical game over. Yeah, UFOs in this game are annoying, because they kind of have... I don't know if it's a random pattern necessarily, but it's a pattern that's hard to track. almost through all that. Not quite. Alright. Same as real-life UFOs. Yeah, yeah. Okay, if I just die here, it's fine. Now it's awkward because I'm, like, in the middle. I don't like to die at the end of levels. Like, if I take a game over at the end of the level, then I lose progress in the level, and I have to start the level over again, and that's gonna cost me a lot of time. I should have just taken taken an intentional death at the beginning to save time. But I got greedy. I thought I could get through round 13 with just the 2 lives that I had left. I have to wait for it. Those fire hydrants, they can boost you up over the rooftops, but it's only on, like, timed intervals, so it's like the whole imagine a bus thing. Should still be on, like, a reasonable pace here. Like, I got a time loss there, but I was ahead by a minute, so should all work out. I think I'll end up being, like, slightly ahead. Wow, that was close. I thought I was gonna get got there. Alright. 25 seconds ahead. So I lost a good chunk of time on that split, but I'm still in the green. And I still have 4 lives, so be able to keep going a bit. 7. I just failed at jumping on that cactus. I was trying to, like, jump right ahead of the cactus, and it didn't quite work out. That's fine, though. 17 is where things start to get a good bit harder. Yeah, like this is going fine. Oh, fine-ish. Alright, we'll take an intentional game over on 18, because I don't have any lives left. Yeah, this game is a treat. Like, this game is extremely hostile to the player, but I've kind of grown to love that about it. Like, I'm not even at the humanly impossible levels yet. Should have known that was coming. Like, a lot of these ghosts, the ghosts generally spawn in, like, consistent spots, but it's hard to remember where they all are, and even if you do, it still doesn't mean you can avoid everything. And yeah, Pac-Man and kill screens. Alright, so I need that key, and this key. Jump! Alright. Then 20's a little bit of a breather. 20's an easy level. 20 is one of those, you know... If the host has any donations to read, now's a great time. Because we just... There's just nothing. No ghosts for, like, the first 2/3 of the level. You just kind of get to bounce up here. And get to score some points. I don't even necessarily want the points, but we're getting the points. There'll be 2 ghosts coming up here. And then that's it, as long as I get through this last part quickly enough. Because time is running out. There's a little time meter at the bottom of the screen, and I have to get to the end before it runs out. Alright. Alright, so 21, we got plenty of lives for 21. That was dicey. A whole bunch of double-decker buses on 21, and a whole bunch of fire hydrants, and we just stand on this fire hydrant and hope for the best. Ah, I missed it! Mayday! Mayday! So, I'm supposed to boost up to the rooftops, but I didn't, so I had to go the bottom way, which usually just means certain death, but it was surprisingly forgiving that time, so... yeah. That could have been much, much worse. .22 is where these tiny little platforms get to be a nuisance, because the jumping controls in this are just miserable. Yeah, like, they're, like, you need to get a little bit of a running jump, but as you can see, those platforms are tiny, so it's hard to get a running start when you have no room to go. But alright, we got through that one. I'm gonna take the game over here. Like, this is a little bit of a cowardly move, but sometimes you have to be a little cowardly in this run. So I'm gonna take the game over, but then I'll have 5 lives, so I can definitely get through round 32 with 5 lives. Said I can definitely get through round 23 with 5 lives. Come on now. Part at the end gets a little dicey. Yeah, sometimes that happens, and it's really awkward, because it's like, you can't go forward, you can't go backward. That's fine. That's why I took the death earlier, because what you saw there, it took a whole lot of tries to get through 23. That's just how it is. Apparently I should have taken the intentional game over here, too. Yeah. 24 gets really bad in the middle. Like, sometimes 24 is really nice, and you can get through it with just 1 or 2 lives, but like, other times it's like I could come in here with all 5. Just 5 lives, and it's not enough. I just misjudged that entirely. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I screwed that up, but it's just really difficult. Pink lemonade mode would be pretty glorious. Like there, I don't know what I possibly could have done about that there. That one might have been avoidable, but again, controls in this, not great, so it's not like you have a lot of finesse to dodge stuff with. Sometimes you kind of just have to keep running and hope you don't get hit. Alright, so we made it to the first impossible level. We're gonna take an intentional game over on this level, because it's impossible. Round 25. Yeah, that's So, since this is impossible, we're gonna do some shenanigans here. We're gonna just wait here for a second. And sometimes that happens, but sometimes it doesn't, so that's why I say this is like semi-consistent. Alright, that time we got up. And we just stay up here for a little bit. Okay, that's okay, that's kind of expected. So we'll do the same routine again here. I missed. It's a hard jump to make. Again, you do not have great controls here. So, I might be able to get it, like, right here. No. Wasn't lined up right. So if I do it from here, it should line up right. But it's really quick. And sometimes that happens. So there was nothing I could do about that red plane showing up. Sometimes it just shows up. So we thought this level was, like, actually impossible. Like only a task could beat it. And we found a video of some guy who, after, like, 4 hours of trying, finally beat it. And I used basically that video to come up with this route where I can beat it by doing what I'm trying to do here, which sometimes works and sometimes just doesn't. So I want to be positioned between these two bushes, and I'm going to jump on this ghost here. And again, it's a hard jump to make. And I got the red plane again. Alright. Well. One more try. Yeah, like, you used to be able to just not complete a full run. It used to just end here. And a lot of times it still ends here because you see what's happening here. Like, it is possible for me to get this right first try, but sometimes the game just says no. But, like, I will get it if I just, like, keep trying here for a minute. But, like, I'm probably not on PB pace anymore. Because I think in my PB I got this, like, first or second try. This timing's really tight. Like, it's not frame perfect, but it's a really short... I don't know what the intended strat is. Like, I don't know if they even playtested this level. Like, there should still technically be a chance for me to PB here, and even if there's not, I'm just gonna finish it out anyway. Yeah, like, some days that red plane coming back never shows up, and then some days it's like it happens every time. I don't know if it's RNG or if there's like a pattern to it or something, but there we go. Didn't show up, and so you see there, like, if you just manage to get that on the first try, it's really fast. It might be based on where you're facing, I don't know yet. Like, I haven't been able to identify a pattern here, because some of the... There's a lot of stuff here, like, I don't know whether there's actually RNG, or... There's also some stuff that may be based on the score. Because I know, like, the location of power-ups, I think, is actually based on your score. Which you may be thinking, wow, there are power-ups in this game? Yeah. It's just that getting them is too slow, and you probably just die while you're trying to get them, but... Yeah, there are technically power-ups in this game. So 27 looks a little similar to... Actually, I'm gonna take a game over here. But you see here it looks similar to 25 with, you know, the forest and all sorts of stuff happening, but 27 is like both, it's more consistent and it's like, it's slower if you get everything perfectly right than 25 was. Because you just kind of have to set up here and wait for Sue to take you halfway through the level, and then you do it again to get through the second half of the level. It's a really boring strat, and I wish there was, like, a more exciting way to do it, where you could, like, dodge all that stuff going on at the bottom, but like I've said before, it's like, you have, like, basically like Donkey Kong 1981 caliber controls, so you're just not going to get through all that stuff down there. So all you can do is just hop on top of Sue's head and just let her take you up here. So, and you see she attacks you if time runs out. So, time ran out, so that's why we always need at least 2 lives to get through round 27. Seriously? I, like, kind of jumped off there at the end to try to finish the stage, like, a little bit faster, but it backfired on me, because I, like, ran right into a ghost there. 28's kind of mean. It's awkward because I have 3 lives here, and I probably won't beat it with 3 lives. So for this level, you can't, yeah, you can't use Sue to your advantage in this level. Sue is also from the cartoon. Like, the original Pac-Land, you have the four ghosts. You know, Pinky, Blinky, Clyde, and the other one. But in the cartoon, they added a female ghost, Sue, and did not intend to land on that platform there. So you get Sue shows up in the cartoon, and probably not going to PB here. I would need to have an amazing last trip here to PB. Inky, sure. But yeah, Sue just kind of hangs out behind you. And you can just, you can a lot of times stand on her and not get attacked. And sometimes you can get her to move in a pattern like this where, you know, you can basically just ride to the end of the level. Some stages it works, some stages it doesn't. Some stages you get a different pattern and you have to kind of coerce her into moving a certain way. It's complicated. These cloud platforms are pretty mean. See, here it's like, Sue is working to your disadvantage instead of your advantage. Because you're trying to get on these platforms, but Sue just chases you the whole way. So it makes it really difficult to time your jumps. There we go. Yeah, definitely not going to be PB. Because there's no way I'm getting through the last 3 stages in 1 minute. Still be an okay time, but... like, you can kind of see with this run that 25 really makes or breaks the run, because... and some of that's just stuff you have no control over. Or at least, no control that I know of. You know, I keep trying to find, like, okay, is there a way I can manipulate it so that the red plane doesn't show up? But if there's a way to manipulate it, I haven't discovered it. And nobody else really does anything with this run yet, so... like, there are plenty of other Pac-Land runners, but none of them do the pro category. I should probably just be using Sue strats for the beginning of this. But... so this is where I say, like, she doesn't have quite the same pattern. Like, this time we got the right pattern. But sometimes she won't move to the right like this. Sometimes she'll move to the left. Sometimes she'll kind of move around in circles. And I think it has to do with, like, how you're facing or how you're positioned or things like that. But it might also have to do with, like, how you're, like, your vertical position. I don't know. I haven't, like, been able to determine that. Yeah, thanks for the good luck. Yeah, and then, here's 32, which I've always known 32 is not impossible. However, 32, this took, like, weeks of practice for me to be able to beat 32. Because you just have to, like, there's... all of these planes spawn in predetermined spots, but you have to remember exactly where they're going to spawn. Like, you have to memorize it. Because it's too fast to just react to it. And there's no, like, landmarks to tip you off. So it's easy to forget where things spawn. Like, I know right now I have to be up here. Then when I get past them, I go lower. And I... okay. Up here. Stay up. Down. And sometimes that blue plane is just a jerk and just dips down out of nowhere, and... so we stay lower, go up higher, down again, all the way up, down again, 1, 2... ah, I had it, and I, like, hung up there a little bit too much. This is one I've been working on a lot recently, because it took me weeks to be able to beat this level at all, and it's taken me longer to get consistent at it. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's time. Oh, I love this game. Oh. Why do I do this to myself? Thanks for the GG. Yeah, good luck with job stuff, and thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I am gonna do another try here. So we got a high score here, so I actually got like 4 high scores over the course of that. I am actually gonna reset here to clear out the high scores. because if you have enough high scores, then you can actually do it faster, so we just, to make things consistent, we just say clear out all high scores before you do a run. So I entered a little cheat code there to get into Pac-Land Pro instead of the regular game. And I'm just gonna jump right into another run here because I make good life decisions. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Thanks for the good luck. All right. So yeah, round one, these enemies move a lot slower in round one. Yeah, I'm just gonna do over. 3, 2, 1, go. Generally speaking, just, like, don't try to finesse round one, just hold right, jump when you need to. Sometimes you have to hit the brakes, but usually you don't. Round two, even though they're slow, a lot of times these UFOs up here get me. Just because the pattern's weird and I have trouble following it. Yeah, I thought I could get under that yellow one, but a little too aggressive that time. I'll just keep going. If I get another death here on like round 3 or 4, I'll probably reset. But otherwise, I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, no, not happy with that. 3, 2, 1, go. I get a little picky about that first trip because I want to have enough lives that I kind of delay that first game over. Because game overs take up a lot of time, especially if you get a high score. So that's why, like, even though you you don't lose progress in the level when you take a death. There is, like, definitely a cost to every unnecessary death. And later on, the deaths become less and less preventable. But early on, I try to avoid them. But it seems it's like no matter what I do, I can't get through round 2 without dying at least once. Like, it's always just the one time, but somewhere in that level I'm gonna take a death. Because it's, even though it's the second stage, it's, you know, in Pac-Land Pro, it's actually kind of difficult. Regular Pac-Land, it's, these early levels are really easy, but not in Pro. Let's see if we can have a better round 4 here. There we go. It was actually a pretty good round 5. Round 5 is one that I have a fair amount of trouble with it for being early. And round 6 is, like, actually difficult. It's like certain levels, the Pro version isn't that much harder than the regular version. And then some levels are just way harder on Pro. Round 7, not that much harder on Pro. Because there aren't any ghosts on round 7. It's like, it's just obstacles and water and... like, none of that's actually harder in Pro. The main thing about Pro is just the ghosts move faster. super happy with how those splits are looking, but let's see what happens. I was trying to take an intentional game over there, because usually... usually 10 I just die a million times on. Alright. See? When I'm not trying to die on 10, just... Alright, well the assignment's clear here. Run into this car. Ah! if I had gotten the 22 in that, at that point, if I hadn't made that mistake at the end, it would have put me in a really good position. Not that good, but would have put me in a much better position than I'm in now. Like, it might have gotten me back in the hunt for a PB, whereas now there's like 0 chance. I don't even know if there's 0 chance because, like, there's always the chance, I guess, that I could do amazingly at the end, but hurts a lot. Seriously? Come on. So I say this, but it's like, my Trip 7 splits are 7 minutes. Like, I could definitely have a good Trip 7 and get way under that. So I think, like, I have to run this out, is basically what I'm saying here. Because, like, even here, if I had a good 24, I might actually be not that far behind. And, I mean, sometimes level 24 goes great. I don't think it's gonna happen this time. Nope. Alright. It's fine. This is, like, still... Again, this is still, like, I could get back in it if Trip 7 was just really good. That's a big if, but... Like, I have to kind of give myself that opportunity. This isn't going to be, like, the ideal run or anything, but... Still, like, very slightly has a chance. And if not, oh well, it was practice. Like, I'll only get one shot at this, and I might not even get the one shot. Yeah, I didn't get it. Like, sometimes you can just stay up there and the plane will come, but sometimes the plane doesn't come. Like, I don't know, maybe I should have just taken the game over right at the beginning and saved a little time. But I did have, like, a chance to do it that way, so... It's kind of how it is with the level 25 lottery. You just kind of have to keep playing. Keep playing, and eventually you'll hit a pig. It's a very good way to play all lotteries, just... You know, eventually you'll hit the jackpot. Yeah, I don't actually gamble. I only gamble in speedruns. Alright. Like I said, you just gotta keep trying. We'll take the intentional game over here, because it's really quick. No high score, so we can just jump right back into it. So 26... I can get, like, halfway through this without needing to use Sue. But I will use her, like, right here. It's usually a good spot. And... should be plenty of time to ride to the end of the level. You can't do it right at the beginning because you'll run out of time. And... I don't like to do it, like, too late in the level, because there are certain spots where it's harder to, like, pull off the jump and everything. So that's why I do it there. Alright, and I should not need a game over for 27. I should be able to finish with this, because I got the jump on the first try. One of those, like, Pogo enemies can come up and get me, but as long as that doesn't happen, like right at the beginning, and I don't think it can happen, I don't know how early it can happen. Usually it happens, like, kind of toward the middle like this. Like, around here it might happen. So that red Pogo just, like, swiped right by me and missed me. So, I'm gonna wait for the timer to get, like, real close. And I landed on a Pogo that kind of took me backward a little bit, but... that was actually kind of rad, because I only had to get on Sue the one time. Felt like I had to be a little aggressive here, because like, I do not have much room to PB here. I would have to get it, like, completely perfect the rest of the way, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So I was trying a little bit riskier strat there. Needed to get down there. Stayed up too long. That's how you do it. Okay. So now it's like, can I beat this in like 6 minutes? Like, I kind of doubt it. I think I'm just taking the game over here. It's 29. I'm really thinking about, like, how you would manage to beat 29 with only 2 lives. It's 29... So the way I'm generally doing 29 is to just run, take a dive in the lake, and then that sets up Sue to, like, do the right pattern here. And I still have to make the jump successfully. That's easier said than done. But, so now she'll have the right pattern, she'll go to the right, she'll go over all this stuff that I don't want to deal with. And I can stay on her all the way to the second island. But I probably won't do that. Because it's not really fast enough. Yeah, I was afraid. Like, I have to be a certain amount forward. Because I have to, like, the planes spawn based on your, like, horizontal position. Sue is really challenging in this level. And just things like that happen, and... I should really shut up and stop trying to explain things, you know? Like... This is why most of my runs for this category do not have commentary. I just don't have mic on them at all. And I just do them offline. And what am I doing here? This is not the strat. Because again, I'm talking and I'm not thinking about how to do the run. It's kind of frustrating because I'm used to, like, being able to do runs where I can talk and do the run at the same time. But this run requires just a really high level of concentration that it's more than I'm used to, and it's one thing that I don't love about this run. But yeah, I have to be, like, right at, like, the right edge of that island before I jump onto the cloud. Or else the planes will come and hit me in the face. I'm probably not going to beat these last 3 levels in 3 minutes. I'll try. But I would have to kind of get everything first try, and like, even if I do, like, they're just kind of slow levels, so not sure how well that'll go. 2 minutes left. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna PB, but I'm just gonna do the thing and don't look at the clock. Like, that's about as good as I can hope for. But the problem is, like, this takes a minute. So, by the time I get to the end of 31, I'm not going to have enough time left to PB. And that's fine, like, this is still a fine run. But I'm just kind of hitting that point now where, like, I'm having... Like, I know the potential is there for a run that takes a couple minutes off. You know, like, my sum of best is under 35 minutes. And I do think, like, that kind of run is possible, but... It's gonna take a lot of attempts to get there. Time. Yep, plus 30 seconds. I mean, anytime I get a sub 40 in this, it's just like, wow. You know, just even being able to get that good of a time is just really cool. And that was a gold split on trip 8, and I think it's mainly because I got the, It was like 31 and 32 were pretty quick, which makes sense because I've been practicing both of them, especially 32. Like, 32 is just where I kind of identified, like, okay, the more I practice this, the more time I'm going to be able to take off my runs. I'm going to step away for like 5 minutes here. I'll be right back. Gonna do at least one more attempt here. I'll get that started in just a minute or two. So again, I am using a cheat code here, but I'm using it specifically, not using it to give myself extra lives. We're keeping the usual 5 lives, but I'm putting level skip on, and that's strictly so that I can... You see that the Japanese characters on screen. That just means we're going to start in Pac-Land Pro. So whenever I start a run here, I just like reset and then enter the code and start on Pro. Because otherwise I would have to beat the entire non-Pro game, and it would just be a lot. Like, I could like do a run like that where I just like beat regular Pac-Land and then just like go from that right into Pac Pro. But like I don't feel like it would be that interesting. It would just kind of be an endurance test. And that's it. Anyway, let's get a run going here. So 3, 2, 1, go. Right. So Pac-Land Pro, a very fair and not frustrating video game. I'm just gonna see if I can not like get a run where I don't die on the second level. It I don't know. It just feels bad when die immediately on level 2. 3, 2, 1, go. Like, I don't want to sit here, like, just constantly resetting to get the perfect run. Like, that's not really what I'm about, and I absolutely do not have the time or the patience to do that with Pac-Land Pro. Like, I know there are runners who do that. They just, like, sit there and grind for hours and hours every day. And you could do that with Pac-Land Pro and, probably get an amazing time if you, like, got really good at it and got all the stars to align. I don't really, personally, see myself doing that. Don't really have the time, don't really have the motivation, especially with, nobody else on the leaderboard right now. Like, I am certainly continuing to work to improve this, but I'm not gonna do it to the point where it stops being fun, is what I'm really saying here. Like, I'm not making any money off streaming. I'm not really making a name for myself. Like, viewers are not lining up to see Pac-Land. I'm just doing this because I enjoy doing it. And I think it's kind of cool. Especially since it's like, I was the first one to do it. Like, nobody thought it can be done, and then I did it. And, even if somebody comes along and does the run better, I'll always be able to say that I was the first. There are a lot of little things in this run that I'd like to spend more time working on, like the beginning around 6 there. Like, if I really practiced that, I think I could get better at, not getting got by those pogo sticks there. But it's just like there's so much other harder stuff that I have to spend time on here. I just haven't gotten to it. Trying to see if I can be a little more aggressive on 7. I have a tendency to take 7 a little too carefully, I think. I do wonder why my trip 1 was so slow. Like, I'm trying to remember what I did that cost me time there. Maybe I messed around a little too much on round 4. Ugh. I wasn't expecting that UFO to come up as much, and I thought I could get over it. Okay, let's see what we can do with 10. 10's tricky. I don't even know... Like, I guess you can get past that by jumping on them at just the right time. But... And now I'm getting... Ah! I felt like I was on a pretty good run there. And then 10 just... Why is 10 like this? It's like that. Like, I don't know how you get past that. Like... Alright, 12's a tough one. And I got a bunch of lives, so... Let's see what we can do here. I got a little too careful there, but better too careful. With that section, you don't get any checkpoints, so it's better to be too careful and get through it than to get too aggressive and you lose time. So now, even though I was slow and careful, I'm still ahead on time because I didn't die. "13" is one you're just kind of at the whim of 13 sometimes. Like there, like... it's like now... Like, that was fine, I guess? Alright, 14's a little bit of a breather. Just remember to go up here, because there's the ghost at the bottom. Like, you can avoid him, but it's better to go up top. And we're through it. Easy peasy. And then 15 is like just as easy as the non-pro 15 is. I think I was right to wait for that one. Definitely have to wait for this one. Can I get through 16 on two lives? Like, I know I can do this first part fine. But then I just need to not die twice, like, right at the end of this. I didn't even die once. That's not my PB for 4 trips. My PB is 13 minutes even, but that's a pretty good 4-trip time. I might have to take an intentional game over here, though. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. We'll have to enter a high score, but we're gonna have to do it sooner or later anyway, so that's fine. I think I just, like, barely had a gap where I could have survived there, but I don't know if I did. Sometimes that, like there, again, like, I don't know if that's even survivable. "17 is just another one that you're at the whim of it sometimes. And I don't like being at the whim of the level, but... Come on, 17. That really hurts. Anytime you, like, double game over on the same level. Just that is kind of the Pac-Land Pro experience. Like, whenever you're on a good pace, just, like... There will be a stage that just comes along and just bodies you. Sometimes it's the one you were expecting, sometimes it's... a different one entirely. Like, what is going on? Like, 17's not an easy stage, but I don't usually have that kind of trouble with it. That was intentional. And, like, that should be the last game over I take for this trip. 18 is tricky, but things like that happen. Sometimes you get the short jump if you don't get enough of a running start on these tiny little platforms. But I'm not gonna, like, die a million times on 18. And 19 and 20 should be fine. And I should hopefully have a few lives left to get me through 21. And then I might have to take an intentional before 22. So round 20 takes a minute. So I'm gonna be about a minute behind. Like, there's definitely a minute to save if things go well. I might as well get the points, because I'm definitely going to hit 30,000. Round 20 is a long level, and you usually score lots of points, whether you want to or not. So we'll just go ahead and get lots of them. Probably won't matter, though. Yeah, so we're plus 50. But we have lots of lives going into 21. So hopefully we can save time on this split, and maybe the next one, too. So tricky. That was... I'm a little impressed with myself there. That was a little bit of an escape artist routine there. Give me the checkpoint, give me the checkpoint. Alright, we got it. Alright. I have enough lives for 23, so we'll do 23. That's okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna take the intentional double death here for 24. Like, I could make it through 24. But I'm not gonna try to. Because it's just so difficult. And like now I should be able to do this. I have enough lives that I can do this. So you see why I took the game over. I just need to get to that power pellet. And it's a gold split, and I'm ahead 1 minute. 25's gonna be a whole thing. But I'm definitely taking a death here. That'll reset me. And all I can do here is try to get 25 on the first shot. And hope that 25 doesn't just wall me. Off to a great start. It seems to be like a 50-50 whether that UFO just shows up and hits you there. Like, it's possible that it depends on your placement or something, but it's, like, it's random as far as I can tell. Or it might as well be random, at least. So I can try to see if I can get on the plane up here. Yeah. I think it's dependent on, like, where you are in Sue's pattern, whether you can do that. Alright, 25 was nice to me. Let's see how 26 wants to be. Okay, it's fine, we'll just take the death. I tried to see if I could get, like, a quick setup there, and I didn't, and it's fine. Sometimes it looks like she's going to do the right pattern, and then she doesn't. Now she's got the right pattern. I can jump. Well, if I had jumped, it would have been fine. But I just, like, slid off instead. So now... Now I think I just take another game over. It's yet another situation of, like, well, I could do that with 2 lives, but... It's a really fast game over there, so it's better to just take it. Like, you lose a little bit of time, but... Like, that's the best place to take a game over. Looks like I was gonna get one anyway, so, you know. That's really early. That's kind of bad. I kind of have to hope for the best here. Like, I'm hoping that, like, this Sue will take me the rest of the... Why do I say anything? Like, 27 is not as much of a lottery as 25 is, but... It's still... You just kind of get up there and hope. I'm not even going to try to jump. I've slipped off too many times today that, like, I was right on the edge of Sue, so I didn't want to mess around there. But now, like now it looks like I'm going to be... I'm going to have to take the game over for 28. And... then I'm probably going to be, like, right on my split. Maybe a little over, even. Because I think I am better at 28 than I used to be. But it's still... like, because that happens. Like, I don't really know of a way to avoid these other than just, like... go up here and hope for the best. I hung up too long. But, okay, that was a pretty good 28. And I'm actually technically green. Less than 2 seconds ahead, but that's okay. I can potentially save time on trip 8 here. And I can try to do it without taking a game over here. This is going to be really chancy, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to hope for the best here. I'm not even going to try to explain what happened there. That's what I hate about that level. Sue just doesn't give you enough time. Like, you need to line up jumps carefully for 29. But Sue is right on your tail. So you sometimes get stuff like that where it's like, you just don't have enough time. Like, if I had tried to rush the jump, I would have died that way too. Like, I had no way to win there. Time is running out. I'm gonna need to practice 29 more. Because that was definitely not the best 29 I could have done. I need to get another key now, as I open the door. Okay. Well, that's fine, because I'll just go right into my last intentional game over, which will be on 31. 4 minutes. It's possible. Pressure's on, though. if this works, this is like the God 31. Like, it's not a true optimal 31, because, like, you know, ideally you'd get on Sue later, and you'd get through it a little faster, but with the strats that I'm using, this is ideal. So it's all going to come down to 32. And I'm going to take turbo off for 32. Because I want to get it first try. Hung up a little too long. Always do that. What happened? You know, this is why you should never express any desire to do well at anything. It's fine, it's fine. We got it. Time. Alright. Well, that's a new world record. $37.40. Alright. I was gonna end on that attempt anyway, and, especially, you know, finishing with at least a slight world record there, you know. Got a little bit of an improvement. So let's, see who we can raid here. Alright, we can raid Ice Blue. Thanks everyone for watching.